Life is not here to please you. Life is here to train you. Every challenge you face is not punishment, it is instruction. Every obstacle is not a wall, it is a mirror, showing you where you are weak, where you avoid discomfort, where you still depend on excuses instead of discipline. Most people want peace without effort, confidence without struggle, strength without sacrifice. But the truth is simple and uncomfortable. You do not rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your habits. What you practice every day is who you become. Life is not designed to make you comfortable, it is designed to expose you. Every situation you encounter is testing something within you. Your patience, your discipline, your resilience, your honesty with yourself. When things become difficult, most people assume something is wrong, but difficulty is the signal that growth is possible. Pressure is not meant to crush you, it is meant to shape you. Just as the body only grows stronger when resistance is applied, the mind and spirit develop only when they are challenged. When life removes certainty, it forces you to rely on yourself. When it takes away ease, it teaches you effort. When it confronts you with failure, it demands reflection. These moments are not interruptions to your journey, they are the journey. Avoiding them weakens you, facing them builds you. The lessons you refuse to learn will repeat themselves, often with greater intensity, until you finally listen. Comfort creates stagnation. In comfort, discipline fades. Awareness dulls and potential sleeps. Struggle wakes you up, it sharpens your attention and forces you to confront who you really are, not who you pretend to be. When you stop blaming circumstances and start observing your reactions, you gain power. Responsibility is not a burden, it is control over your own direction. Every challenge asks a question: will you grow or will you retreat? The answer is written in your actions, not your intentions. Growth requires humility, the willingness to admit weakness without self-pity, and the courage to work on it daily. Life gives no shortcuts, only opportunities disguised as resistance, demanding effort, discipline, and unwavering presence in every step you take toward becoming stronger than yesterday. Discipline is not something you wait to feel, it is something you decide to practice. Motivation is emotional, temporary, and unreliable. It rises when conditions are easy and disappears the moment resistance appears. If your progress depends on motivation, your life will be controlled by mood, comfort, and external circumstances. Discipline, on the other hand, is built when you act despite how you feel. It is the ability to move forward even when the mind searches for excuses. Every day, small choices shape your identity. What you do when no one is watching matters more than what you claim when others are listening. Habits are silent forces, either strengthening you or slowly weakening. You do not need dramatic change, you need consistent standards. Repetition creates structure, and structure creates freedom. When your actions are guided by discipline, decision fatigue disappears, and clarity replaces chaos. The undisciplined mind negotiates with weakness. It says tomorrow, later, just this once. The disciplined mind understands that every compromise trains the brain to quit. Discipline is not about harshness, it is about self-respect. It is choosing long-term strength over short-term relief. It is keeping promises to yourself, especially the small ones, because they shape how much you trust your own word. Training discipline begins with the body. When you learn to control posture, breath, movement, and effort, the mind follows. Physical resistance teaches mental endurance. When the body wants to stop and you continue, you prove to yourself that discomfort does not control you. This carries into every area of life: work, relationships, purpose. A disciplined life removes noise. It simplifies decisions and aligns action with values. Over time, effort becomes identity, and identity becomes direction. You no longer chase confidence because confidence is built through repeated proof of your own reliability. Discipline becomes who you are, shaping how you think, move, and respond under pressure. Pain is unavoidable, but suffering is a choice shaped by how you respond to it. Most people spend their lives running from discomfort, believing that avoiding pain will protect them, not realizing that avoidance slowly erodes their strength. When you escape what is difficult, you teach the mind that resistance is dangerous, and over time, even small challenges feel overwhelming. Pain, when faced directly, becomes a teacher. It exposes limits, reveals weaknesses, and shows exactly where growth is required. Discomfort is the price of transformation. Every skill, every form of strength, every level of mastery is built through repeated exposure to difficulty. The body learns through strain, the mind sharpens through pressure, and character is forged through adversity. When pain appears, it is not asking you to suffer blindly, it is asking you to pay attention. Within pain lies information about habits that no longer serve you, patterns that hold you back, and fears that silently control your decisions. Avoidance creates long-term damage. What you refuse to face today will demand more from you tomorrow. Small pains ignored grow into larger ones, and unchallenged weaknesses become permanent limitations. Facing discomfort early builds tolerance, resilience, and clarity. You begin to understand that pain is temporary, but the strength gained from enduring it remains. There is a difference between destructive pain and constructive pain. Constructive pain has purpose. It comes from effort, discipline, and intentional struggle. It leaves you stronger, calmer, and more capable than before. Learning to choose this pain over the pain of regret is a turning point. It requires courage, patience, and the willingness to remain present even when the mind demands escape. When you stop labeling discomfort as something negative, your relationship with life changes. Challenges no longer threaten your identity, they refine it. Pain becomes a signal of progress, a reminder that you are moving beyond who you were, stepping into a version of yourself shaped by resilience, awareness,